This video is to help you complete slide 3 of this Criteria A summative on the Earth's changing climate. So this is the title page, Earth's global climate. And let's go to slide 3. Slide 3 is the mind map. If you scroll up, you will see, you will see the prompt in red. You will need to use what you've learned from TCI lessons 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You have been reading those lessons since the beginning of quarter 4. To do this mind map, you will need to use shapes and texts to add words. Use font 8 as the biggest because you will have a lot of words. You will need to use lines to connect words together. And then you may add images and you may add color. All right. The criteria, which is in blue, is you need to have at least 6 branches, 1 branch for each TCI lesson. Use at least 2 vocabulary words per lesson from the list below the map. And then each branch should have at least 2 other branches, and they all need to make sense. All right. So, and then lastly, you will need to connect at least 2 words. 1 from each branch. All right, so let's do an example. So here's the words at the bottom of the climate mind map for you to work on. So I'll just set up 6 branches. So using the tools here, let's see if I can make this smaller and scroll. Okay, here's the tools, right? And I'm going to use shapes, and you can shape code or you can color code. So I'm going to do 6 shapes, and it's all on you how you're going to code it. Okay, and I'll use teal, and I can just do copy and Control V and so that I can just make copies of my shapes. So Control C, Control V, make copies of those, Control C, Control V. All right, so this is the way I'm doing this. You can do it in a different way. So this is just an example. All right, so I will have 6 branches, and I will get them closer to my climate topic because I need a lot of space for my other words. Okay, and then I will use the line, and I will connect those to copy V. I will connect those to my climate topic. All right, connecting those. All right, they're all connected by the line. I got those from the line tool. Okay, and then I can now type in the title. So I'm going to go lesson 15, and I'll make this a size 8 font so that it's big enough. Okay, lesson 15 is climate patterns. Make sure to write down your words in there, the title of your lesson. Okay, and then here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to copy this and paste this. I could have done that earlier. So that I can just change this into lesson 16, global circulation of the atmosphere. 16, global circulation of the atmosphere. Okay. And circulation, yep. And then I can make that, oops, fix that, make it smaller some more, there you go. Okay, and then I can continue that with lesson 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, I'm going to move on. Now, what I want you to do now is to branch out from each lesson and use the vocabulary words of each lesson underneath the map. Use at least 2. Use at least 2. So for example, for climate patterns, I can branch out 2, and I can say that, oh, this will be like this will be my climate zone. Climate zone. All right, and that's the word here, right? So I use that, and what I can do is I can like highlight that already so that I know that I used it. Okay, and I can change colors of this one. It's all up to you on how you can change the colors. Okay, I can make that into orange. All up to you. It's your mind map. And make sure it's 8 so that I have space for my other words. And then from there, I can connect my other words, and I can use a different color, a different shape, right? And this will be polar, because that's one of the climate zones. Polar, and then copy paste. This will be my next one. This will be temperate. Temperate. And I want this at 8 so that I have space for my other words. And then the last one would be tropical. Right? Those are the 3 climate zones. That's according to my chapter 15. Oh, tropical. Tropical. Okay, and I'll make this a size 8 again. Okay, and then I will use, make that smaller. I will use lines to connect those to my climate zone box. Okay, and that's it. That's it for my lesson 15. So I have used more than 2 words from my lesson 15, so I'm good. So now what you're going to do is you're going to do it again for each and every lesson. And then the last thing you need to do is make sure that you cross branch between a word from one lesson to the other, and make sure that they're connected and you understand. All right, so that's slide 3.